Hey, I'm Roland with Mobile Geeks, and we're right here in Berlin, Germany, on top of Hotel de Rome. And what we have right here is the ASUS ZenBook UX301. That's the device that actually has been shown off at Computex as ZenBook Infinity, but they're changing the name and just using the model number now. It's the first time that we really get a hands-on with a working model. At Computex they were only showing it off under glass and not in working condition, and they wouldn't let us touch it. So here we have the device in all its glory, and it's a really nice Ultrabook, because the first thing is it's got a WQHD display, so the screen resolution is 2560 by 1440 pixels. So that's super high resolution on a 13.3 inch display. There's a touchscreen on it as usual, 10-point touch. And it's running Windows 8 right now, and if you look really close you might see that on the video. The fonts are really in their default setting, really super tiny because of that extremely high resolution on the screen. The brightness is okay, you can still read it in outside conditions like where we are right now, but they could definitely use a little more brightness. What's interesting about the device is not only that it's got a high resolution, but there's also a lot of power in it. So it's running an Intel Core i7 4th generation Haswell processor. That is the 4558U. That goes up to 3.1 gigahertz, I think, and its standard processor speed is actually 2.8 gigahertz. It's got 8 gigs of RAM and 512 gigabytes of SSD, or up to 512. So there's a model with 256 as well. Under the hood there's Bluetooth 4.0, Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi. I think there's even 802.11ac Wi-Fi in there, so gigabit Wi-Fi too. We have a webcam up here, that's a 720p cam at least. The keyboard is really nicely done. It doesn't flex or anything. The typing feels really nice. It's not noisy at all. There's a backlight behind that actually adapts to the lighting conditions around you. And yeah, the keys are decently sized even for a German keyboard, so we are losing a bit of the size of the left shift key, but that should be a bit larger on the international models. The trackpad is really nice. They've changed this a bit, so it's not as hard to press as on the older ASUS Ultrabooks, and as you hear, it's even a different sound, and it feels really nice, and that is because they're using a glass trackpad that is covered with a special chemical cover on it, so it's not attracting fingerprints at all, and it feels really smooth, and they're using the same material all around the keyboard on the palm rest too. What else is there? Let's take a quick look around. We have the power plug right there. That's a super speed USB 3.0 port, micro HDMI out, and a headphone jack. Up here we have a speaker. On the front there's pretty much nothing. On the right, another speaker and a full-size SD card slot, USB 3.0 port, and a display port that is actually, I think that's a mini display port. If you close the device you can actually see that it's really nicely thin. I think that should be just around 17, 18 millimeters. And if you look on top, there's another specialty about this device. It's actually got a cover made of Corning Gorilla Glass 3. That is supposed to be more shatterproof than the previous Corning Gorilla Glass release, and that's the same stuff as they're using on the inside. It feels really nice, weighs only a bit, and there's, as I said, going to be another model, UX301, 302 actually, that has only got a full HD resolution on the screen, but the difference is that they are putting in an NVIDIA add-on graphics chip that is an GeForce 730 GTM. So it's supposed to be coming out really soon in Europe at least. They're not saying anything about the pricing, but the one with the lower resolution screen, which is still full HD, is supposed to be launching at around 1,000 euros, and this one is probably going to be more expensive, so you're looking at, I think, at least 1.4 K euros. This is the ASUS ZenBook UX301. I was Roland with Mobile Geeks. See you later.